Alright, so I've had some guys ask me just for a quick walk around video of just the system I just got done putting in. So here we go. We'll start at the front. I started off up front with a complete 1/0 Big 3 upgrade. You really can't see it, that's the point. It's all covered in wire loom. It's all been taped up, wrapped up, all that good stuff. There's the Tsunami amp. It's all Tsunami wire to the back and to the amps. There's a 250 amp fuse right there. My theory on fusing is you fuse for the wire, and since it's 1 gauge you need a pretty big fuse. The amps can take care of themselves when it comes to the fuses. So that's pretty much the engine bay. The whole thing's ran with a Pioneer touchscreen DVD system. Pretty standard. I think it's the 3300 BHT for the Bluetooth. I can look that number up later if you need to. I also got the optional iPod cable because you can't watch videos from your iPod without it. Some kind of copyright piracy stuff. And of course you got the good old orange "May Cause Cancer" label. Thanks to California for that. There's a quick shot of the DIC controls I put in. You can probably find the thread on that pretty easily. Each door has Rockford Fosgate punch. Everything is Fosgate. Everything's punch. 6.5 components in the doors. Up front, you have P1TS tweeters in the dash there. Come around to the back. There's 6 3/4 inch full range speakers, and there you can probably catch the pick of the door pods. Get a close up on those. There you can see the DRL killer relay I put in while I was messing with all this stuff. Interesting note, if you've been keeping up with the thread, you'll notice I don't have a sunroof. So what that allowed me to do was take the sunroof fuse, which is this one right here, and I pretty much tapped into it for my remote turn on. So the remote turn on from the head unit actually turns on a relay, and then it draws the power through the fuse block. We'll get that out of the way. Alright, so for the good stuff, here are all 3 amps installed. There's a P402 on the far left, that's for the subs. You got a P400-4 for the doors, and your P200-2 for the tweets in the dash. The 400-4 and the 200-2 are all for the doors and dash. They've all been set up with the multimeter and Ohm's law, calculators, all that good stuff for 60 watts. And I'm finding this pushing the tweeters in the dash pretty good. I might have to back the gains off a little bit just for that. The 400-2, I got it maxed out with the burst sheet rating because the subs can handle up to, I think they're rated at 300 each, and the burst sheet put this at close to 500. So I got them set up. I got that amp pretty maxed out. So you got trim pieces on the sides, and then also made this trim piece that hides the wiring. So this guy just kind of slips on there. Sorry for the shaky camera work, doing this all one-handed. So now you see it, now you don't. Just the way I like it. Everything fits behind the seats. Coming around to the back. As you can see, the cargo shade is fully functional, and I like using it because it hides the stuff. But there are the 2 10-inch subs. Let's see, they are P2D4s, I believe. I think they're rated at 300 watts RMS. I'm pushing probably about almost around 250 to them, and it's good enough. for what I'm after. And here is where your air compressor would be. This is power central. So you take the cover off and you have the two 1/0 supplying. This one of course runs from the battery. This one runs down to just below and bolts to the frame, and of course each one of these run to each of the amps. But again, it's now you see it, now you don't. Nice clean install, and I still got plenty of cargo room. Got any questions, let me know and I'll try to answer them. Have a good one.